Good evening, everyone. My name is Derek Van Oosterom, and this is my wife, Rebecca. Tonight, we stand before you with a mix of emotions: gratitude, sorrow, a lot of nerves, and an overwhelming sense of honor. Thank you for allowing us to share a chapter in our lives that is filled with love, pain, and an enduring spirit. Around 2.5 years ago, my wife and I welcomed our beloved son, Ethan, into our lives. While his time with us was very brief, the impact of his presence is immeasurable. We find solace and strength in every opportunity to share Ethan's story and to weave his short but profound life into the fabric of our own. Tonight, as we celebrate the remarkable work of Canuck Place, we are honored to stand before you, to open our hearts, and to share the beauty that Ethan brought into our lives. Every time we speak of Ethan, we not only keep his memory alive, but also contribute to a legacy of love and resilience. So, in the spirit of embracing every moment, every memory, and every opportunity to speak of Ethan's life, we thank you for allowing us to share this intimate part of our journey and for joining us in our support of the incredible, compassionate care Canuck Place provides families like ours.
After previously experiencing a 13-week miscarriage, we were excited, if apprehensive, to hold a positive pregnancy test. We were overjoyed to find out it was going to be a boy, our third child after 2 girls. About halfway through the pregnancy, our journey took an unexpected turn, following a routine ultrasound at our local hospital in Chilliwack. We received news that the pregnancy was not going to be a typical one, and that they had found some abnormalities. From there, it was appointment after appointment, each bringing with it increasingly daunting news about Ethan's condition. We learned that, among other things, he had agenesis of the corpus callosum, the connection between the left and the right sides of the brain were absent. Also polymicrogyria, too many folds in his brain, painting a complex portrait of the challenges that lay ahead. Learning all this was hard as a family, but we kept hoping for the best. Looking back, I think we were a bit naive to how serious the situation was. We convinced ourselves that the doctors were presenting worst-case scenarios, and while we acknowledged that Ethan's life would be harder than others, we believed these were hurdles we could overcome.
We were fortunate to have an incredible maternal fetal medicine specialist by our side during the latter part of the pregnancy. Through her guidance, expertise, and genuine care, she tried to paint us a picture of what Ethan's life might look like. Yet, amidst all the medical details, we held on to the belief that Ethan would defy the odds and become a beacon of inspiration. However, reality began to set in a few weeks before Ethan's due date. The challenges he would face became increasingly apparent, and in the blink of an eye, Rebecca found herself prepped for surgery. We were unprepared for the abruptness of it all, and it was a whirlwind of emotions as we navigated the complexities of medical decisions and the impending arrival of Ethan.
We started understanding just how tough life was going to be for Ethan when he was delivered and didn't make a sound. After his birth, we did not leave BC Children's Hospital. Ethan's life unfolded within the confines of a hospital room, becoming our sanctuary for nearly every day he spent with us. During this time, we received Ethan's official diagnosis: trisomy 5p and a deletion of chromosome 1p36. You may not have heard of a diagnosis like that. Neither had we. The rarity of Ethan's condition made it challenging for the doctors to explain what lay ahead in his life. What was clear, however, was the unpredictable nature of his journey. For every step forward in his health, he seemed to take 3, 4, or even 5 steps backwards. The constant movement between progress and setbacks became the rhythm of our days. The first time Canuck Place was mentioned in our discussion, it felt like all the air had been sucked out of the room. The weight of a very harsh reality settled in. Ethan's life was going to be far shorter than we had ever imagined. Losing our son, who had barely had a chance to live, was an unbearable truth that was hard to accept.
During this challenging time, we clung to every available medical intervention, trying to navigate the maze of decisions in front of us. Our introduction to Canuck Place came not as an imposition, but as a gentle presence, gradually and compassionately making themselves known. The incredible nurses at Canuck Place began to reveal themselves, delicately broaching the topic of comfort care for Ethan. Coming to terms with the reality of Ethan's short life was an intensely personal and emotional process for us as a couple. We grappled with the heartbreaking decision of comfort care, wrestling with our hopes, our faith, and the connection that we shared. Despite the difficulties, we found a path forward. As Ethan's health sharply declined, we turned to our faith in each other for strength. It was a painful but a necessary journey, and one that led us to the final acknowledgement that Ethan would not be coming home. Once we embraced this truth, our conversations with the Canuck Place clinical team took on a different tone. We began to explore what Canuck Place would look like in our family's care, and as the details unfolded, their unparalleled expertise began to shine. It was in these moments that we witnessed the extraordinary compassion that defines the essence of Canuck Place.
When we first arrived at Canuck Place with Ethan, we were grieving parents completely at a loss what to do and where to go. Overwhelmed and vulnerable, we met the team of Canuck Place nurses, doctors, and counselors who were able to put us at ease and give us strength. Canuck Place took charge with grace and understanding that let us focus completely on Ethan and spend quality time together as a family. In the midst of the overwhelming emotions within the walls of the beautiful house, I found my favorite memories of Ethan. I was able to embrace the joys of motherhood. Carried him from room to room, and even pushing him in a stroller, we experienced the simple pressures of laying together on a bed in a family suite, watching him breathe without the intrusion of hoses and wires, far removed from the sterile medical setting we had become accustomed to. I could carry him downstairs for a snack, creating simple moments of joy and normalcy. Amidst our heartbreak and sadness, Canuck Place recreation therapists facilitated profound memory-making experiences, from molding Ethan's tiny hands and feet to capturing precious moments through the lens of a professional photographer. These memories, now displayed in our home, are beautiful reminders of Ethan we can share with our friends and family. Our stay at Canuck Place was brief. After 14 hours off the ventilator, Ethan stopped struggling to live. But during those hours, we were granted the priceless gift of experiencing life together as a family. It was a chapter filled with love, warmth, and the unwavering support of Canuck Place nurses and counselors, a sanctuary during our grief.
As a family, our hearts overflow with gratitude for Canuck Place and the incredible team who gave our family the gift of time together. Canuck Place nurse Sandy was a beacon of support who answered our questions, provided direction, and infused us with strength during a time of extreme vulnerability. Natasha, our counselor, played a pivotal role in helping our girls, Brindley and Felicity, find moments of normalcy and joy amidst the challenges. Her counseling and support in the weeks and months after Ethan's passing were invaluable, offering comfort and guidance. She remains a pillar of strength for our family, a constant reminder that we are not alone on this journey. The moments and memories fostered by Canuck Place are threads that weave the fabric of our resilience, our hope, and the enduring love that we hold for Ethan. We extend our deepest gratitude to Canuck Place, an organization that provided exceptional care for our whole family that will resonate in our hearts forever. And they couldn't do it without you. You make this incredible Canuck Place care possible. Your generosity tonight means families like ours are given the gift of time to make memories that will last us a lifetime. Thank you.